Hey, what's up guys, Dave's here back in another video, and today we're going to be comparing these two phones, the Samsung Galaxy S9 versus the Infinix Note 10 Pro. Yeah, so guys, if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe, and if you end up liking what you see in the video, give me a thumbs up. Right, so I'm going to be doing a speed test first, and then later on I'll be doing a full comparison. Right, so starting off with the speed test, let's check that we have no apps in the background. Right, so starting off with the phone, first on the Infinix there, contacts. First, I think it was a tie settings. First on the Samsung Sage. First on the Infinix camera. First on the Infinix Chrome. First on the Infinix Play Store. Slightly first on the Infinix GG. Slightly faster on the Infinix YouTube. I think that was one I didn't really I was looking at the viewfinder of the camera, so I'll let you guys judge that. Instagram, that was slightly faster on the Samsung, so it refreshed faster on the Infinix, so yeah. Go to Spotify. First on the Infinix KineMaster. I think it was slightly faster on the Infinix, though it was loading an ad. Okay, so let's go ahead and export this video project here. So it's basically the same exact video, the same exact filters on each. Right, let's go ahead and export them. So video, right, once I skip, it's going to just export right there. So 1, 2, 3, go. Okay,
enjoy the best
surprising
deals on 5 million products for all your everyday needs from Junior to
yeah, that's that. The Infinix exported it faster, surprisingly. Okay, let's move on to the games. Opening up BIA. Right. It looks like the Infinix is in the lead. Well, let's see which will open it up first. Right, so the Infinix opens it up faster slightly. So moving on to KX Drift Racing. Right. Okay, I think this one the Samsung has taken it. Okay, it was a very close call, but yeah, the Samsung was very slightly faster. Right, so moving on to the RAM management test. I think they're wasting too much time. It's going to be opening the apps pack. Let me see. Phone. Yeah, looks like it delayed the Samsung to reopen. Okay. Like the Samsung is reopening the apps mostly, but I have 8 GB RAM on the Infinix versus 4 GB on the Samsung, so let's see. Okay, just like Z reloaded on both. Okay, so let me just skip a few. So can maybe Spotify randomly. So them still have it in the background. YouTube, the loads on the Infinix, but still in memory on the Samsung, right? So Instagram, still in memory on the Samsung, but it reloads on the Infinix. So yeah, this Infinix is not well optimized, but okay, let's go and check out the games. Let's see, Master. Reopens on the Infinix. Still in memory on the Samsung. So yeah, I don't know why the Infinix is not really holding apps in the background as well. KBIA still in the background on both. See, okay, refreshing reopens. And the Samsung still has in the background, so I don't know what it is about this phone. It has 8 GB RAM, but it just doesn't hold the apps as well in the background. Yeah, I think this is the second test I'm carrying out with it, and yeah, it keeps doing that. So I don't know. The RAM is not well optimized on the Infinix Note 10 Pro. That's a problem that I've noticed actually. Yeah. So generally, I'll say that performance, I'll give it to the Infinix, though the RAM management isn't as good. Surprisingly, this has half as much RAM as the Infinix, but it does a better job with whatever the RAM management compared to the Infinix. So yeah. So for RAM management, I'll give it to the Samsung. But for general performance, I think I'll give it to the Infinix. It has really caught up in terms of performance. Yeah. So moving on to the general comparison. Yeah. So we're talking about the displays. So the displays on these are, so you have AMOLED here, 1440p versus the LCD 1080 with 90 Hz. Yeah, which one would I choose in between these two? If I just based on technologies, I think I'll go with the Samsung. Yeah, AMOLED any day for me. But yeah, the one thing that I really like about the Infinix is the size of the display. Very good for consuming media and for gaming and all that. I think it would be better off using the Infinix, because this is a tiny display here. Acha. In terms of sharpness, I'll give it to the Samsung. Display is sharper, and yeah, generally better display. But there are common issues with these Samsung displays lately, with whatever the banning issues and all that. So yeah, you have to look out for that. But generally, I'll say that the display, I think, yeah, it's better on the Samsung, but because of the size, I'll side with the Infinix. But if size is no matter for you, it's not an issue. I think the display on the Samsung is better with the AMOLED. Yeah. Factoring in the size, I think this is better for media consumption, right? So moving on to the cameras. So when it comes to the cameras, I'd say the video recording on the back cameras is definitely better on the Samsung, and the photos are also slightly better, anyway, in my opinion, on the Samsung. And but where the Infinix has an advantage is it has an ultra wide camera, which isn't really all that good, an ultra wide, but yeah, you have the versatility there. Moving on to the front cameras, I think the front cameras are, I think I would say that it's slightly better on the Infinix. Yeah, slightly better on the Infinix, especially indoors. Like whatever the selfie camera on the Samsung is kind of soft when you say it. So yeah, not the best right there. And actually for the back end video, like using the back cameras, you tend to get more light in with the Infinix. That scenarios a little bit more light. But yeah, generally the quality is better on this Samsung. Yeah, now talking about the batteries. When we talk about the batteries, I think battery life is way better on the Infinix. You're going to be struggling a little bit with whatever the S9. Battery life isn't the best on here, obviously. Battery health and whatever, and the battery size also. When you factor in those two, and you're going to be struggling with the Samsung a little bit. Yeah. Then talking about the speakers are definitely better on this on the S9 by far. Really good speakers on this phone. I think it's one of the best. It has the best set of speakers I've had on the phone among all the phones that I've used. Maybe the S10 Plus, yeah, but the S9 really has very good stereo speakers. Yeah. And when it comes to the software experience, okay, this has newer software, the Infinix, but the skin is not really all that good. I would prefer One UI, much as this has 2.5, not the latest. You're not going to be getting the latest updates. But yeah, Well, if you're going to be using the phone for a long time, I think it's better you get the Infinix, because you're going to be receiving, at least I imagine they're going to these phones are going to be receiving the Android 12 update from Infinix, and that will be the alert. Obviously, Infinix cannot provide more than 1 year major updates. So yeah, when it comes to software front, I think you're better off with the Infinix for the long term, but for the skin and the experience, like usage, I think it's better on whatever One UI. Yeah. And then general quality, obviously the S9 is better built with glass and metal and all that. You also have a better USB here, USB-C port with USB 3.1 versus the 2.0. Also have wireless charging on the S9, and yeah, all those features, water resistance, and for the fact that it's cheaper, I think that's a lot to offer. But yeah, I think this will be targeted towards different people. So if you want to buy a phone that is for your daily usage, like your daily phone that you use for work and all, I think you're better off with the Infinix. Yeah, you're going to be better battery life, decent performance, cameras are okay. But yeah, again, if you want a phone that is cheap and provides a flagship, somewhat a flagship experience, obviously it's not as good as the latest flagship, but obviously you have to factor in the price. The only downside of the S9 really for me is the battery life. It isn't all that good, and the fact that it's no longer receiving software updates, like major software updates. You're still getting whatever security patches, but that's also not going to last for so long. So yeah, that's it for the comparison, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.